Hey everybody, welcome back. Milo here along with Henry, and today we're hitting some shots into a net in the backyard, and we're talking about different issues and how to fix them at home. And here we've got a little station set up. I don't know if you guys can all guess, but this is a station designed to fix one of the most common problems we see in golf swings. What's that problem, Henry?
Early extension.
I don't know how many of you have that issue, but I'm guessing most of you. And here's a fun drill that can be very helpful. So, Henry, describe to the viewers, what we've got here in the ground.
Well, you got a little cup there you can putt into, but we stuck an alignment stick in it. I even put a little ping head cover on it for us, but basically this is going to act as sort of our gauge or our training aid to tell us if we're keeping some of that hip depth that we lose when we early extend,
so right? It's a little feedback station, right?
Right. And
cool.
This is something you use a lot with your students, right?
Yeah,
or something similar.
I don't do it exactly like this, but I do something similar with my students.
So if this was something I came to you with and immediately you're like, you see the person hit a few shots and you're like, wow, it's really thrusting into it, and that's presenting a lot of issues with the club. So if we can sort of get them to work a little better into the ground, rotate, right?
Yep. So first thing I look at is their setup. I look and see, are they set up in a way, you know, often if you're having an issue, it's because you're set up bad. But if we've checked that box, set up okay, and they're still moving up into it, then we'll do some little drills on how to get their rear end to move away from the golf ball and get their body to pivot.
Yep. So show me, so if I was to say that student, what's that one drill you would kind of...
So let's move away from this one. I'll just have you stand up here like you're going to hit from right there. Okay. So what I will do is I'll take a golf club or an alignment stick, and I'll put it about 2 to 3 inches behind your rear end, and as you make a backswing, I want you to get your right cheek back to the wall. So you feel how you had to, what you had to do to get your hips to go deeper?
Yeah. So is it me just kind of moving this way? Or like I'm kind of moving into my right side?
Not necessarily. What's happening is you're taking your right leg and you're pulling this hip back.
Okay, so it's almost feeling like my right pocket here is kind of turning the corner a little bit while I'm doing it.
Yep, and at the same time you're going to feel some bending in your body like this, which creates more depth in with your butt.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you're going to feel that bend in your body and your butt working back. And now you're on the wall. Now from there, what I want you to feel is that you roll down the wall. So you're going to feel like your butt rolls on the wall. There you go. So you're rolling, 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 and into the ball. There you go. Feel what that would feel like?
Yeah, so now that left hip feels really deep, but my right still feels pretty deep.
Yeah.
Now I'm feeling kind of a crunch over on my right side.
For sure. Yep. Another way I'll do this drill is I'll take and I'll set up there again. I'll wrap it around in front of you like this and have you make a backswing and don't get your hips to hit it.
Oh, okay.
So you had to create some depth. Now come down and don't hit it.
Ooh.
Feel how you have to really push yourself back?
That's tough.
That's hard.
I'm kind of like, I'm trying not to have my head go way back either.
You're trying to use your legs to push yourself back.
Yeah. That's a tough drill.
That's a tough one. But that's a good one. Put that there.
It's almost like having almost like one of those Olympic hurdles right in front of you.
Yeah, but I've thought about bringing one of those to the golf course and having somebody just hit with that here as a blockade so you can't go that direction.
Yeah. Yeah. So what about this guy?
This is pretty good if you're on your own and you don't have somebody who can hold a stick for you. So what you can do is you can just touch it, and then as you swing back, you want to feel like your right cheek comes around behind it, deeper than it actually is. There you go. So you feel how you bent it?
Yep.
And now you want to feel like you bend it the other way. And there you go. So now your rear end's deep enough. And if you're an early extender, this is what will happen. So set up there again. Now this cheek was going to stay where it's at, and this one's going to move forward. So for most people who early extend, feel how that's moving forward?
Yeah.
And now from there, This one's going to kind of stay where it's at, and this one's going to fire more forward. And now you've got all this space, and you're in deep doo-doo.
So it's almost like my right hip never really got deep enough.
Yeah, it never went back.
Okay. So and I hate to say it, but when I did it, it felt like the alignment stick was pretty much right in my crack line the whole time.
Yep.
You know, if it was, I was basically turning around that post.
Yes.
Versus making it wander right or left.
That's what we want. We want to feel like you're kind of turning around the post.
So let me try one. I'm going to hit one just slow and see if I can do this. So that's where I could do that and then maybe go watch it on video and just see if I did what I accomplished there, huh?
Yeah, you go look at it and see if you did what you were trying to accomplish.
Yeah. I mean, it felt pretty good. It felt like I kept the depth. I didn't hit it great, but...
That's the thing. When you're working on changing a pattern, we're not really worried about how well we strike that golf ball. We're worried about how well we executed the pattern.
Now, I could see how the setup and the posture could really start to, if you try to just set up and get farther away from the ball, how that could create some of that wanting to move into it. So as I'm doing this, I'm almost focusing on being a little closer to the ball.
Close and feeling like you're barely touching the stick behind you to start with.
Right. I'm like trying not to bend it from the get-go.
And then we're going to bend it in the swing.
So that felt pretty good. I felt like I even finished in here.
Cool.
That's a nice feel.
Well, there you go. So if you struggle with early extension, that's probably a pretty good little drill you can do on your own. And you can stick an alignment rod in the ground and make that happen.
Awesome. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and check out milolinesgolf.com if we can help you a little bit more with your game and learn to swing like an athlete. See you next time.